My father decided to run me down. Run me down for beat me. You know? Run me down for beat me. Can you imagine me and my father through the community running? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but you know what? I decided to come on here this morning or in the evening, depends on when. Depends on when I upload this to my channel. I'm Cohen if you're new, by the way, and I'm here to give you a story time. Now, this story will be about me, obviously, and it would involve my mom and my dad. Every time that I think about this incident that happened when I was small, I have to laugh because it's that funny. If you think about it years after, in the moment when it was happening, it wasn't funny. It was never funny until afterwards. Then when you sit and look at it, you laugh. And I have to laugh. And every time I remember this, I tell this, I have to laugh because now I know why Jamaicans are fast runners. I think this is one of the reasons why we Jamaicans are fast runners because of our parents, and our parents can run. Now, this story will be about the time my father gave me a ass whooping because I wasn't behaving. Yes, I wasn't behaving, and my mom had to call him to, straighten his son out, give him a lesson, teach him, because, you know, I was a bad child back then, very troubled. This is in the early 2000s, yes, I think, because, yeah, my brother was born at that time, so it was in the early 2000s. He was a baby at that time, and I recall that my dad, like a few days before the day that it took place, the day that he had to beat me he was in the parish. Now my dad doesn't live, hasn't been living with us for a long time. He and my mom had broken up, so um, he's living in another parish. He's living in another parish, far away from us, and so it was just me and my mom, my brothers, and that's it. Well, at that time, it was just me, my mom, and my brother because my big brother had moved out, and it just was the three of us. No, I think like the day before, my dad had to come to the parish, like come and give me a stern talking to because I was giving problem. I don't remember what the hell I was doing. I think I had maybe like, leave the yard without telling anyone and just be on my own, just one big. So me just gone, I roam the place, roam the community, just gone about business, no business with nothing. My mother can't find me. Something like that. And she had called him to come and talk to me, show me that them a try and must stop give problem and give me the father son talk to. Fine, he came and he talked to me and said I shouldn't give any more problem, I should behave myself and listen to what my mother is saying and all that, and I agreed to everything. I was like, yes dad, I won't give any more problem and all of that. Fast forward to the next day. It's the same thing. He left because when he gave me the day before, when he gave me that good stern talking to, he was going home. So he left and he went home because he had work. So he went home. And yeah, the next day, but not even the next day, by the night, coming into the next day, is me and my mom again. Problem, giving trouble, just disregard everything that my dad had told me and everything that I agreed to, and just all out went out, giving problem again. My mom got frustrated. She's like, she can't deal with this. And because my mom would whip my ass, but I don't know, for some reason, she just decided to I can't deal with this anymore. Your father have to deal with this. A full time now for him step up to the plate and whatever. I think maybe that got through her mind or something, but I don't know. But she called him again. He got frustrated, he got pissed because he just talked to me the day before and it's the same thing, no change, no nothing. So he had to come back to the parish. That's wasting a lot of money when he could be at work working and all that. So he had to come back to the parish. So when he came back to beat me. No. Me being the smart one, when I saw him coming, I knew what was going to happen. I knew it because she told me she was going to call him and he came. And I knew what was going to happen. So me, I'm staying far. I'm keeping my distance from them. I'm not going into the house. I'm just keeping my distance. When he came, he went to the house. He asked mom what happened. She told him. He asked for the belt. And you know, Jamaican parents, I think Caribbean parents, they got the belt and they're gonna tell you to come to them. It's like, look, boy, come here and all that. No, I'm sweating, y'all. The place is hot. No, me being me, ain't gonna go to you with a belt. If you have a belt to beat me, you can't call me and expect me to come. That would never happen. That would never happen. I would never walk into arm's way. Never. So when he called me, I'm not going. So never you underestimate a Jamaican parents. Worst of all, the athletic ones, the one that can run, the one that used to do tracks and all of that. Those one who had to compete with their siblings, you know, running and all of that. Don't underestimate them because no matter the age they are, they can run same way. So I'm sitting in the yard. You had a breadfruit tree, and I'm sitting there with the exposed roots. So I'm sitting on one of the roots of the breadfruit tree, and he's like, "You're not coming to me," and all of that. And I'm sitting down. I'm not paying any attention. Just slightly watching him, just in case he make off of me, and all of that. Next thing I know, him rush off of me. So me took off, me run, and instead of him stop and something, ah, my father decided to run me down. Run me down for beat me. You know? Run me down for beat me. Can you imagine me and my father through the community running? Can you imagine? My father running me down to beat me through the community. The entire community. You wouldn't like to see the two away. And ask if me not running out. Then tell them it's just a little bit and just fine and just, I can run. So yeah, at least me out with him. I'm big in our age and he never all that old, but in our age, I'm big. So and him slim too, but him a run, but a parent in can't bother saying stop and then go back in the yard. Where me now run and took another route to go into the yard. So when I go into the yard, I didn't see him. So in my head I'm thinking that, oh, where is he? My mom was in the house, minding her own business, cooking away. I think she was cooking at the time. She was cooking away, minding her own business. And I asked her, Mommy, Daddy gone? And she's like, yeah, in the day, I'm gone. In the day. That time, unbeknownst to me, they had cooked up a plan to catch me. She had him in the house hiding with the belts, with the hopes that when I come back in the yard and I don't see him, I would assume that he's gone. She was going to tell me that he's gone. And I would just calm down and walk straight in the house, you know? But I'm a little smarter than that. I don't even know how they not understand, say. I'm a little bit too smart for my age then time there. So when she told me that, oh, he's gone, he's not here, he's gone. And, you know, I sat right back on the breadfruit tree roots and resting off because I just do a marathon. Running in the community, running from my father because I don't want to get any beaten. So when they saw that I'm not coming in the house now and I'm sitting down, you know, breezing off, getting comfortable, and you know, but I'm not going into the house because I remember that I'm supposed to get beaten. If my father can't beat me, my mom surely will. Even though she say, me can't bother your father to deal with this. She will. So me sit down out there still kind of weary as she. Weary of my mother that you know, no one got too near. And they are in the house. Next thing I know, my father just suddenly rushed out of the house after me. And I'm quick on my feet, so I just shut up again and just run. I just ran off and just ran gone. And you had a gutter, a waterway that channel the water from the hillside of the road on the hill to the gully that run right beside our yard. And I'm running and I had to cross that to go over in somebody else's yard to run just to escape. So I ran and I jump over the gutter and running through the other person's yard, but I tripped on my feet, something tripped my feet and I fell. My father was hot on my tail that time. He was hot on my, you know, run me down. And when my foot got tripped and I fell, that's how he caught me. He would have never caught me that day if my foot I hadn't tripped because I wouldn't have gone back in the yard the second time. But my foot tripped and he gave it to me. He beat me because he said he'd have to come back and talk to me again after he talked to me the day before me I give problem. And my mother have to call him. He beat me for that. He beat me because me make him waste him there, him time and him money. He beat me for that. And he beat me because me have him run up and down around the community like me I take him for fool or something. So me I get 3 beaten in a one. I'm getting 3 beaten in one. But that was the only time I remember that my father has ever hit me. The only time because my father is someone he doesn't like to hit any of his kids. I don't know him of hitting any of us. And he rather like talk. He's like this person who avoid conflict and all of that. He's not the conflict type. So he would rather like talk to you and he expect you to hear because he's there, you have sense, you know what you do. So you must kind of hear when somebody talk to you. And that's what he did most of the time, but this time I had frustrated him. I've gotten on top of his nerves. They always have to call him and I tell him if he can't deal with me, then can't bother or you know. So it reached the boiling point and he had to beat me. And I did get it. I did get it. Can you imagine my father running me down around the entire community just to beat me? He caught me and he gave it to me. Did give it to me. He whipped me. Because he was frustrated. It is quite funny when I think about it. It was my fault though. I deserve that. I deserve that. I really didn't hear. But then it was a different time for me. No, growing up and whatever, mellow out and stop giving as much problem and all of that. But back then when I was small, I was a troubled child. I gave a lot of problem. I gave my mom problem, my grandmother problem. I gave everybody problem. Some of the beating I got when I was smaller, I didn't deserve them, in my opinion. But for a majority of them, I think I deserve some of them because, trust me, I was a troubled child. So that's it, guys. That's my story of the time that my father whipped my ass. That's the story of the time my father just completely, the boiling point is the cup overflow, and the saucer when the cup in there just it couldn't hold the rest, so it just spill over and he just decides, all right, you deserve a beating from me this time, and he gave it to me. So like, share, and comment, you guys. Comment some of the time that you've gotten beaten, if your dad has ever beaten you before, or if you feel that you have deserved some of the beating that you got when you're a child, because I know some of you, if you're my age, you have gotten beaten. Because Jamaican parents don't play back then. They don't play. It was a different time back then, and parents don't play back then. If you step out of line, you will get beaten. So comment if you feel like you deserve some of those beating, because this beating that I got from my father, I know I deserve that one. So, and share this video, and I want to reach like 1,000 subscribers, so share it, subscribe, you guys, and let me know in the comment section if you want more story time videos of me getting beaten, or I have another one, the time that I got in a bike accident when I was smaller, and I have countless of stories when I was growing up. As I said, I was a troubled child, and I love to explore. I was like a free-spirited person, so I have countless stories. So comment if you want to hear any of those, and you guys have a nice time, have a safe time during this time that we are living in. So yeah, bye.